No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Hey, this is Purple Haze, and you're watching WGS-TV.
Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFX-TV. I'm the WrestleGamer, Double B Billy Boudreaux, being joined by a resident music mogul from YouTube.com/LanceMossTV. He is the incomparable Lance Moss. Lance, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
We're going to talk about TCW, ladies and gentlemen, for the week of September 13th, 2013. And then we open up the show with Boyd Bradford and Colonel Tom Parker's office. Boyd Bradford not very happy that during this best of 7 series that he has been banned from ringside. He feels like as the manager of Kincaid that he should be there. And Tom Parker said, you know what? I'm going to grant your request. However, there's going to be a little bit of a problem. You see, you've been known to interfere in matches before, so you're going to be there. But next thing you know, we see Colonel Parker handcuff himself to Boyd Bradford, which kind of sets up the opening match. Of course, what a good way to open up TCW with the best of 7 series, match number 5 for the TCW Junior Heavyweight Championship, as we all saw Kincaid with the dirty finish in the match 4, gaining back the TCW Junior Heavyweight Championship. Now this is match number 5 in the best of 7 series, and you know, I have really truly enjoyed this series between Kincaid and John Saxon. And you know, they really needed a unique finish for this one, and they really did that, you know, with the involvement of the Empire. What happened was we had Mr. 5.5 himself, Matt Riviera, come out, and the Golden Boy, Greg Anthony, and they attacked Colonel Tom Parker. I think and then Steve Anthony also had I believe it was Steve Anthony who was choking out Colonel Parker, if I remember that correctly. And the next thing you know, I want to make sure I got everything right. I think it was Greg Anthony that was causing a distraction.
Yes.
He's causing a distraction, and because of that, Kincaid was able to take advantage of it and get the win behind the referee's back. So basically, the Empire and the Bradford family kind of working together in that same sense. And one thing I noticed on commentary, Lance, I don't know if you picked this up on it or not, but we kind of saw maybe a glimpse of a face, Brian Thompson, on commentary. He wasn't very happy over the fact that the Empire assaulted Colonel Tom Parker like that.
Yeah, that was a little on the strange side. I mean, face Brian Thompson.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I've said it before and I said it again. I'll say it again, guys and gals. Every week, TCW continues to improve their product.
Yes.
And I'm really glad to see that. 4 out of 5 on the best of 7 series. And then backstage, Rich Rude and Alan Steele, they were still saying, you know what, it's surreal that Mr. Saturday Night, Michael Berry, is no longer in TCW. He had to retire. You know, his cousin, you know, he said he and his cousin may have had their differences, but you still don't want to see that happen to a family member of his. Then Lily comes backstage, and immediately I grimaced. Not because of the fact that Lily isn't hot. No, Lily is hot. But, you know, her promo skills leave something to be desired. I mean, you know, when it's like a backstage thing, she's always good. So, yeah, I was actually happy that they were doing this. But she brings out Titan. Now, Titan is supposed to, in her words, apologize for what happened to Mr. Saturday Night Michael Barrett. And, well, Titan wasn't really happy that he had to apologize, and next thing you know, they kind of set up what was going to be the main event for the International Heavyweight Championship, Titan defending against Alan Steele.
Yep.
And then we go to another segment. Now, there was a lot of controversy over who should be the new #1 contender for the TCW Heavyweight Champion. And we have the former Gulf Coast Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Scott Phoenix, as your current champion for TCW. And he's got two really good contenders. Sigmon has a legitimate beef because he was never truly legitimately eliminated from the Rumble Riot. And then we have Tim Storm, who is just like on fire. I mean, he's that good. And I forget the guy's name. He's like the backstage reporter for TCW. His name escapes me at the moment. I do apologize about that. But he was there to execute an executive order mandated by Colonel Tom Parker. And that is on the next installment of TCW. This is huge, ladies and gentlemen. Scott Phoenix will defend the TCW Heavyweight Championship against both Tim Storm and Sigmon. And I gotta say, Lance, I am really, really looking forward to that.
Now, Grant, I'm not a big triple threat match kind of guy, but that is interesting as all get out. That's going to be a good one.
Next matchup on this week's episode of TCW featured a return bout between Greg Anthony and Zack Gowen. And, you know, when you have these kind of return bouts, you kind of figure something was going to happen, and it really did. You know, it looked like Zack Gowen once again was going to finish off the Golden Boy Greg Anthony with that incredible one-legged moonsault he does. And then next, you know, here comes the Empire yet again to assault one of their enemies they feel in Zack Gowen. And I believe that also after all of this activity transpired, they announced a match for also the next installment of TCW is going to be the Empire taking on Americos and Matt Hardy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Sensei of Magnitude himself, Matt Hardy, on TCW. Really, really looking forward to what where they go with this. You know, I've always been a fan of Matt Hardy's in-ring ability, his in-ring work. He's done a lot of funny stuff on his YouTube channel. We can't deny that, Lance. When it comes to some of the promos he does on his YouTube channel, and you know what? I'm also glad that he does that too.
Yeah,
He's got
some fun with the fans.
Yeah, not only that, but you know, when he's advertising and promoting the shows that he's going to, that he's working, that's not only beneficial for his fans, but fans of that promotion as well. Because of course, you got to remember, we're both huge supporters of independent wrestling.
Yeah.
And the fact that, you know, he's bringing that kind of attention and that kind of promotion to independent wrestling throughout the United States, I think that is just great work that he's doing. And I'm glad that he's doing that. You know, much respect to Matt Hardy. I don't care what anyone else says. He has my full, total respect for what he does. But I'm really looking forward to what they do next week. But as far as this goes with Greg Anthony and Zack Gowen, 3.5 out of 5. I mean, yeah, we've seen the Empire on full force so in this week's episode, Lance. And, you know, what else can you say, you know?
Pretty much, the Empire been busy this week. That's all I can say.
International Heavyweight Championship on the line. Titan defending against Alan Steele. And there really wasn't too much emphasis on this, but what was really heavily emphasized, of course, you know, we've been knowing about this feud that has been boiling between the Hounds of Hell and Alan Steele and Rich Rude. And they made it quite known because they interrupted the match and attacked Alan Steele, which of course caused a disqualification. And then out from nowhere comes Michael Berry, Mr. Saturday Night, with a chair, wiping out the Hounds of Hell. And of course, Rich Rude was handling Mr. Boyd Bradford himself. Man, Michael Berry gets on the microphone and he says, "You know what? I'm going to ignore the advice. Genetic perfection is back and coming for our TCW Tag Team Championships." And Lance, you got to say that I had one of the biggest pops of the night for TCW on this week's installment.
Now, Billy, I got a question for you. Have you seen Genetic Perfection's matches?
I have not had an opportunity to see anything from Genetic Perfection.
When you see them, we are all in for a treat.
Yep, Genetic Perfection and the Hounds of Hell. I'm really looking forward to where they go with this. I gotta say 3.75 out of 5. Overall score on this installment of TCW this week, it's going to get a solid 3.75 out of 5. You had a good, strong opening with the best of 7 series. You had 2 really big, huge announcements, especially with the Triple Threat TCW Heavyweight Championship match. Greg Anthony and Zack Gowen, like I said, this was really heavily emphasizing the Empire and where they're going. And then, of course, the return of Genetic Perfection and their bid to go after the Tag Team Championship of TCW. That is just going to be huge for TCW. And I really look forward to where they go from here. Now it's time to pick what we consider to be the best match or segment of the night. And as far as best match is concerned, it's Kincaid and John Saxon, hands down. Big fan of both of them. Love their in-ring work. I love the spin they put on it with, having a dirty finish in a sense. Kind of creating that controversy to bring attention towards it. And best segment, it's gotta be the return of Michael Berry and the announcement that Genetic Perfection is coming after the Hounds of Hell for the TCW Tag Team Championship.
Yeah.
Lance, over to you. What's your overall score and your picks for best match and segment of TCW this week?
I'm with you. Sometimes we get in lockstep, and this is one of those times. I mean, I got to give it 3.75, and the best segment, the return of perfection. Best match, got to go with the best of 7.
So what we want to know now from you guys out there, the viewers and subscribers, your thoughts on TCW this week. Be sure you guys get them a chance to check them out. TCWWrestling.com. Be sure you check them out on there. Also, they're here on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/ I believe TCW Wrestling Online, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so.
Yeah, so be sure you guys can check them out. Lance, what can fans expect to see when they come and visit your channel over on YouTube.com/LanceMossTV?
Wrestling reviews, NASCAR reviews, album reviews, and whatever else pops into my head.
Fans, also don't forget to check out our good friend Shining Star Rick Star over on Hardcore Wrestling Radio, which is Facebook.com/Hardcore Wrestling Radio. Be sure you head over there, check out any and all of the updates from the Shining Star himself and his goings on with Hardcore Wrestling Radio. And also don't forget to like WGS-TV's Facebook page, which is Facebook.com/WGS-TV. And don't forget to please subscribe to YouTube.com/WrestleGamer and YouTube.com/ZepXTV Network. So for the incomparable Lance Moss from Lance Moss TV, I'm the Wrestle Gamer, Double B Billy Boudreaux, saying thank you very much for watching.
Stone Artists. Stone Artists. Stone Artists. Stone Artists. Spiritual meaning. Stone Artists. Stone Artists. I'm Haley Ringrose. Stone
My name's Andrew Weatherall.
And Spirit Transmedia.
Stoke answers.